My room is filled with light. I just see the sun rays looking on over the bed that is across mine, and I'm just here crying. Why am I crying? Just yesterday my mom just slapped me as I tried to hug her. All I did was tie my hands around her, and in return I got a hard slap from her. I was still young and I didn't know what to do back in the day. In fact, she always used to be rude to me, calling me names and all of that, but that day was the worst one of all. And today, as I'm just crying on the bed, I just hear the kids outside playing, having fun together, but I just hear my mom's words, singing like an annoying song into my ears. No, Christian, you cannot go outside. I felt unloved, and I even got emotional basically every single day because I didn't know what stoicism was back in those days. I didn't even know English, so I couldn't really read a book about it. But the worst part is that she would do this every single day to me, and as a result, I got way too introverted and kind of afraid to show who I really am toward other people because I thought I was simply a loser. And even worse than that, I kind of developed a mini version of PTSD. Whenever I would notice something wrong inside the room, or if I ever broke something, I would start crying way before I even got my punishment because I knew that the punishment was coming. The times when I wouldn't get punished were so damn rare that I could even count them on my fingers. But the times that I would get punished, I couldn't count them on however many fingers you want. Every single time she used to punish me, and I knew that it was coming. The reason why I'm recording this video right now, the reason why I even told you this story in the beginning is because that you may have been through the same shit as me as well, bro. You may have been through the same thing as I went through as well. You may have had a similar abusive father or a mother inside your life. You may have lived in a single parent household where your parent had some mental issues and she or he always used to take her anger or his anger out on you. And I'm recording this video to help you out because I somehow managed to get through it all. I ended up being something completely different from her. She used to strip my masculinity from me, but as soon as she lost power over me, I became the free bird, the free masculine man that I always wanted to be. I started exploring and I was literally leaving home at 7 a.m. in the morning and returning back home at around 17 p.m. Basically, I was out for the whole day because of all the things that I have missed through the city. In fact, I didn't even know what my city looked like up until the day when I finally was able to just leave and not care about her yelling to me that she will do something to me later on because I didn't care no more. I didn't want to be this bird in this cage. I wanted to be a bird that flies across the air wherever it goes and wherever the wind blows. She stripped me out of my masculinity, but I took it back, and in this video, I will show you how. Part 1. Look at the bright side. Maybe they want to hit you, maybe they want to bully you, maybe they want to tell you something rude, maybe they are telling you something rude, maybe they are constantly just being rude towards you, all day, every day. And out of a sudden, you just slowly start to build up this resentment. It is normal. I had this resentment inside me for such a long time. In fact, when there were times when she even laid a hand on me, I used to have this feeling like taking my hand and actually give it to her as well. But I never did. I never fought back, and I wouldn't suggest to you fighting back either because you are better than her. If you honestly want to become something better than your abusive parent, then you shouldn't be abusive yourself. You should understand them. And you should know that they have gone through some shit inside their lives. And they are simply taking out their anger upon you. Now, of course, I do not approve of this. I do not say that this is okay, but simply what can you do about it when you are some 7 years old? You are such a small boy that you cannot even stand up for yourself. You cannot even protect yourself. You can just sit like this with your hands over your head and nothing else. So at the end of it, looking at the brighter side just makes things way easier for you because at the end, at least from my perspective, at around age 11, I finally understood that she does all of this in order to protect me. She was used to probably go through the same thing as she is doing to me right now. So she used the only thing that she knows about to protect me. She didn't allow me to go outside because she was afraid of me getting hurt by others. She didn't allow me to do other things because she was afraid that I would get hurt, that I would get damaged, that I would go onto the wrong path. She was afraid. She was simply afraid. And I finally understood her. It took me 11 years to understand this, but once I did, my whole perspective of her just changed. Literally the time I thought of her, the time that I actually just thought, wait, she is doing this for me. She only wants to protect. The time that finally realized this, the first thought that actually came inside my mind was, she actually wants to protect me from harm, but she actually harms me every single day. But then later on, as I thought deeper and deeper, tears just started flowing into my eyes, flowing down my cheek, because at the end of it, all she did was being the best mother that she only knows how to be. I even became grateful to her because at the end of it, there is no good without evil. There is no resilience without first challenge. So at the end of it, I became far more emotionally stronger because of her abuse. So you basically are far more emotionally stronger than anybody that you will meet upon the street because simply of all the suffering that you went through. For example, if you just now enroll into a fight club, where you go ahead there, maybe you train karate, maybe jiu-jitsu, maybe box, kickbox, or whatever you are training, and you're suddenly meshed with the top guys there, and they start beating you. They hit you once, they hit you twice, they hit you 3 times in a row. You're at a point where so many other people will start crying and bail out. Literally, blood is running from your nose and your lip, but you keep on fighting. You're not bailing out, and there is no thought of I will give up right now. No, you are fighting till the end. Even if you lose, the time will pass, and you will lose like a winner. You will lose like a warrior. You will not lose like a pussy. And it is all thanks to her putting you through all that shit when you were young. So at the end of it, look at the bright side, bro. Look at the bright side. I know it will be hard. I know it will be. I know it's so damn hard to look at the bright side when for 11 years, bro, for 11 years, you were simply abused every single day. I know it will be hard to just accept that she only wanted to protect you, that he only wanted to protect you, that they wanted to protect you. I know it will be hard, but this is the best thing to do for yourself. And the second thing is, remember that you cannot change the past. You cannot change the fact that your parent actually used to abuse you. You cannot change the fact that your parents actually used to yell at you. You cannot change that fact. You cannot change the fact that they actually used to be so damn rude towards you when you were young. That fact can never be changed. The past can never be changed. So stop living in the past. Stop living in the past and start living in the future that's in front of you. Start thinking of the present moment in the future ahead of you. Start living as to ways how to be better than them. Part 2. You will be a better parent than them. And you should make this vow to yourself because you now know what an abusive parent looks like. And you have probably seen people that have never had abuse inside their lives. What they have become. Losers. People that basically flex with their money and nothing else. People that are never sympathetic with who they really are, with what they actually do inside their lives, with what they actually want to become inside their lives. But whenever you hit them once, bro, they will just start crying because they are simply weak. But you are here so strong because of the challenges and trials that your parents put you through. But you now know that this way isn't the correct way to fight. That this way isn't the correct way to scold, to teach your children. So now you know both sides. The extremely easy path and the extremely hard path. And none of these paths are actually good. The middle section is the one that will make the child a superior man since age 11, on age 7, on age 5. Your kid will be the leader of his group on age 5 if you end up being the parent in between. Both of these sides. So be the parent, bro. Be that kind of parent and learn from the mistakes of your own parents and the parents of the others. Learn from their mistakes and be a better parent for your children. Don't actually put them through the same crap as your parents did. Or, oh, you want this, give you this. You want sugar, I will give you sugar. You want me to buy this, I will buy you this. You shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't just live from their example. You should live from your own personal knowledge. And I think when you realize that both of the sides aren't good enough, you will know that a middle section is required for your children to grow up into something good inside their life as well. So use your parents as example, as guidance. Use them as guidance and use them as something, as an identifier as to what to do and what not to do. That's the only thing that I will say. And I know that there have been a lot of people that went through the same crap as me. And I know that a lot of people built so much resentment toward their families, toward the people that abuse them inside their lives. But simply he is a person that doesn't actually feels any discord toward his mother, even though his mother was actually a piece of crap toward him. She only did that because she wanted to protect me, and I'm honestly grateful for it. And you should be grateful for the fact that they used to do the same thing to you. Because if they didn't, bro, you wouldn't be here in the spot that you are right now. So start reading books, bro, and start learning how to behave with others. Start learning how to be grateful and actually be grateful for this situation because, as I said, there is no point returning into the past and think, oh, I cannot believe she done this to me. Oh, what can you do about it? What can you actually do about it? Nothing. You cannot change the past. You cannot tweak some gear inside the time machine and everything will be changed. This time machine simply doesn't exist, but the future and the present do exist. So make sure you are living in the present and deciding a better future for yourself. Be somebody that thinks of his future, not inside his past. Be somebody that lives right now and in the future. The past things, whether good or bad, they're in the past. They are not something that you should go back to. But the future things that come in front of you, and the things that are happening in front of you right now, well now, those are the things that you need to care about. So care about them instead of the past. And be grateful for every single thing that can happen to you in the past. Just acknowledge it and let go of it for good. That's it. And the reason why I'm recording this video right now is simply because I for a fact know that there are a lot of single parents upon this earth. And maybe they were rude to you as well. Maybe you had went through the same crap as me. Or maybe you are a parent right now that actually watches this video. First of all, you understand your mistakes now. And second of all, you know how to act with your kid right now. So, whatever you may be, whether the parent, whether the kid inside this abusive relationship between a parent and a child, always remember that there are people around you. And always remember to look at the bright side. Look at the bright side because, as I said, you are far more resilient and have far more hopes for a better future than anyone inside your class. That's a pure fact. Use this wisely. Use this gift wisely and give it to other people correctly. Because you can be a masculine man with such a high testosterone levels, with such high levels of masculinity and deep voice that nobody else has ever met before. So do the right thing right now and be grateful for everything that had happened to you. Thanks to your parents. I have seen also a lot of people who end up killing themselves because of their abusive relationship. They simply end up falling into depression and thinking, wait, there is no hope for me. I may as well just end it all. And then you see them on TV. A 50-year-old child, 15-year-old child actually jumped from a cliff, a retail store, and he splashed his brains out on the street. What could be the cause of this? Reporters, wow, amazing. Instead of listening to those news, bro, instead of listening to these news, why not do something about it and actually prevent yourself from ending the same fate as this kid that actually just ended his life? Because that life that you are supposed to end is a life wasted. You were put on this earth not from your parents, bro. You were put on this earth from your God, from the one above. You were chosen to be on this earth from Him. So if you commit suicide, you are basically committing a sin. You are in fact saying, God, I do not respect your choice, and I will decide to go otherwise. Respect His choice, bro, and prove Him that He was right to put you upon this earth. Prove Him that He was right. and become something else, something better, and something stronger than anybody else inside your life. Because, as I said, you have a lot more potential than anybody inside your classroom, inside your neighborhood, or inside your town. So be somebody of very high value, because you truly have the potential of it. You see me, bro, you see me. I have become something out of my life. I have read books. I have listened to people that are actually good for me. I have become a free masculine man that is currently trying to start a business and that is currently following his purpose. This right now, this rent that I got in right now is all thanks to my purpose. So be the same person, bro. Follow my footsteps. Listen. I may not be perfect. I may not be the person that you actually think of a successful person. I may not be the person that actually makes millions and wears expensive watches and all of it. But I may not be that. But I am certainly a few steps ahead of you. And I think it's worth it to take my hand and just follow it. So I will do this for you, bro. If you have any questions, I will leave a link inside my description. Well, you will get 30 minutes to ask me any question that you have, and I will answer it on the call. I will answer this question on the call. So if you have any questions about this, just come and speak with me. Speak with me because I truly believe I can help you out with this. Thank you for watching, bro. And if you have any other questions, see you on the call.